Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar on casting a net, how to capture and address chronic health conditions. My name is Dr. Dan Kellams, and I'm excited to go through this with you today because I think this is some really important information. The reason that I have put this webinar together and my team has gathered all this information is because after working with chronic conditions over the last decade, there's a lot of people that find themselves in situations where what is going on with them doesn't seem to fit in any particular groove or pattern. They're stuck in a situation where the typical medical model is not helping them either identify the condition or be able to address it appropriately. And there's a lot of people that fall into that. And so if you found yourself stuck in that sort of situation, either you or a loved one has been struggling with a situation and you can't seem to figure it out, or treatment is not working and you're desperate, whether it's an autoimmune condition, a chronic inflammatory condition, maybe it's a neurological condition, something going on with your digestive tract, even patients with malignancies like cancers or chronic viral infections, just something's not working. So what do? Well, casting a net is all about, think about a fisherman where they, like one of those ocean fishermen where they cast a net, and it has to be big enough to be able to capture the bulk of what's going on, but it has to be detailed enough to be able to identify the independent triggers that are unique to you. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. And we have a lot to cover, and I want to make sure that we get through it all. So our goals for today are to cover what the current healthcare crisis in the United States is. Why are we getting sick like this? Why are these types of conditions becoming more and more popular, or, well, not popular, but more and more common? And we're going to be talking about what inflammation is and what oxidative stress is. And I want you to really hone in on that, because that's where you're going to really start to understand this process and what's going on. We're going to talk about what actually triggers inflammation. One of the biggest questions walking away is something that you need to be asking yourself, and we're going to talk about that. What is the number one question? We're going to be discussing non-drug natural breakthroughs that actually help get control of these conditions. And then more importantly, I want you to stick through today, because I'm going to give you a gift. I'm going to give you the ability to take action on your health today instead of just wishing and waiting and hoping for things to change. And that's going to be at the end. For any of you who stick through this, you're going to be given that opportunity. So stick through it. Let's get through this information, because this is really going to help you understand, why this is going on and what do you actually need to do to be successful, or at least get yourself on a better path, better trajectory for your health and, not only your lifespan, but your health span. And I think that's super important, because I want to help every one of you be able to get your quality of life back. And that's a real key piece to this.